Kristen Nabola, principal of Avon High School, and ENN starts now.
I'm Mike Ryan, the assistant principal at Avon High School, and ENN starts now.
I'm Rob Woods, I'm the assistant principal at Avon High School, and ENN starts now.
Seniors interested in attending the Washington, D.C. trip. A makeup meeting for the one that was canceled on November 5th has been scheduled for this Sunday, November 12th at 7 p.m. in the AHS Commons. We will be discussing official registration, payments, and fundraising. If you would like to register and begin making payments before the meeting, please go to the trip website, bit.ly/AvonDC trip. Click on the registration page and follow the information that is on the page. Please see Mr. Henderson or Ms. Malone with any questions.
Tuesday, November 21st is a big day. Seniors, make sure you complete your order for caps, gowns, and tassels needed for this year's commencement ceremony. Remember, any seniors who have graduation orders can submit theirs online at jostens.com or hang on to them and bring them to the Avon High School Commons to meet with the Jostens rep on Tuesday, November 21st. 1-800-JOSTENS is always an option for questions. Sophomores who have ordered rings should be sure they have made their payments in full prior to delivery and can also expect rings to be delivered during lunches in the Commons on Tuesday, November 21st.
The boys and girls basketball teams are having their 4th annual Purple White Game fundraiser on Tuesday, November 21st at 3:30 p.m. The teams are asking each student to donate $5 for admission into the game. With this donation, each student receives an official Eagles Nest t-shirt and pizza. There will also be a chance to win Cavs, Indians, and Browns tickets. This is a fun and exciting event in which the boys and girls varsity basketball team will be playing in a co-ed all-star game. This fundraiser is in the memory and honor of Bruce Galladay, a father of an Avon High School student. Be there and bring your friends.
While sitting in your class, do you ever dream about throwing a pie in a select teacher or administrator's face? Well, here's your chance. Leo Club will be running a Pie in the Face raffle the week beginning Monday, November 13th. Students can buy tickets to be placed in a raffle to pick a select teacher or administrator from a list to throw a pie in their face. Tickets will be sold during lunch periods and are $1 for 1, $3 for 5, and $5 for 10. The Pie in the Face will take place on Tuesday, November 21st during the lunch periods. There will be 2 winners per lunch period. All proceeds will go towards blankets for pediatric patients in Northeast Ohio area during the holiday season.
The Avon High School Drama Club invites you to this year's fall play, A Midsummer Night's Dream, William Shakespeare's most beloved comedy. When young lovers run off into the woods where feuding fairies play practical jokes, the results will be hilarious. Join us for the first Shakespeare production ever performed by the AHS Drama Club. Performances are Friday and Saturday, November 17th and 18th at 7 p.m. and on Sunday, November 19th at 2 p.m. Advanced tickets will be available during lunch periods in the cafeteria. $3 for students and senior citizens and $5 for adults, or in the main office for the general public. Tickets at the door are $2 more. Tickets can also be purchased online at seatyourself.biz/AvonHS. See thee at the show.
The last day to turn in forms and register online for Winter Sports Club is today. Forms can be turned into the main office or Mr. Mulgrews' room 234. Also, the next scheduled late start is next week on Wednesday, November 15th.
Did you know that there are plenty of opportunities for students for all kinds of jobs in the community? Like kids, a babysitter is needed. Like people, try food service. Ready for a little extra cash for the holidays? There's positions for servers, counter help, stockers, cashiers, and more on a regular basis. Check things out. Earn some big bucks. Opportunities change all the time, so stop by the job board outside Student Services often and consider the help wanted options available for you. Work permits are also available in Student Services.
Thanks for that, Ray. Student Council is hosting a blood drive on Wednesday, November 15th with the American Red Cross. The blood drive will run from 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on this late start date. Sign up to donate blood and save lives during lunch period soon. Parental consent forms will also be available during lunch.
Please sign up in advance in Student Services to hear a presentation about John Carroll University at 10 a.m. on Friday, November 17th. Now sending it over to Zach Rimco with a hype video on tonight's playoff game.
This next announcement is for all students. Pay attention these next few minutes because Liliana Vance and Austin Strauss got to talk to a few staff members and they provided us with some really useful advice. Take a look.
Step out of your clique, your small group of friends.
There's many different activities that you can.
Be a part of as many different things as you can do.
Treat others how you want to be treated.
I would say to value each other.
Being kind to one another, respecting one another.
You have a lot of people on your side here.
Live your everyday life with positive energy.
Trust that inner voice that this is wrong, and if you need to walk away, walk away.
I think it would be to step out of your comfort zone, step out of your clique, your small group of friends. This is the chance in high school for you to get to know people that are different from you and have different lifestyles and opinions and ideas. Join every club you can, because when you're in college, you're going to be focusing on getting a career and those classes, and this is your opportunity to find out those things you like that you might want to spend the rest of your life or your career doing. And then that might actually push you in the right direction that you never knew was possible.
Seniors, I think the one piece of advice that I would offer you is that don't hold anything back your senior year. Get involved with as many different activities that you can. Go to all the football games, go to all the basketball games, go support a sport or activity that maybe you haven't gone out and supported in the past, and really be proud of everything that you do. So don't hold back anything, make new friends, have new experiences, and just enjoy this last year at Avon High School. Make it the best year of high school you've ever had.
I would say be a part of as many different things as you can do, be a well-rounded person, because going into life, that really helps you out.
When it's all said and done, you will not evaluate your life with accomplishments and the degrees you have. All those things are important. That's not how you're going to evaluate your life. You're going to evaluate your life on the nature of your relationships and the strength of them. And so that process of fostering good relationships a lot of times starts right here. You have a lot of people on your side here, and I would say use those opportunities. The thing is that my tech teacher helped me to get my first real good summer job, and it's because we had a great relationship. So foster good relationships, treat others how you want to be treated, because in the end that is the most important thing in life. So that starts here.
I would say to value each other. As much as you might not like someone or think highly of them, you guys are still all in high school together. Like, you're sharing this experience, and when you go off into college, into the world, they're the only other people.
Best advice would be just stay kind. I think being kind to one another, respecting one another, and I think the most important piece is remembering who you are and developing a good character. And then I think if you have those things, all the other things will fall into place.
I think it would be to, live your everyday life with positive energy. go to class with positive energy, do your homework with positive energy. I know it sounds crazy, but if you can do that, the outcome of everything is, going to be successful.
I always tell people you're going to be put in a position sometimes where maybe your fellow students are going to try to talk you down the road that that little voice in your head tells you this is wrong and I shouldn't be doing this. So again, I would tell everybody to trust that inner voice that this is wrong, and if you need to walk away, walk away. So trust that voice.
This next one is for staff members. Teachers, you know that one student you have? You know that one student? Sometimes it's me. India Greer and Alyssa Hupp would like to take a minute and share with students a look at things from a teacher's perspective. Enjoy.
Hello Avon High School, I'm Carson Goslin.
I'm Dave Orlando, and we would like to finish off today's show with our Veterans Day tribute.
This video is to thank all the veterans around the world who have served and are currently serving our country.
We are doing this by highlighting a few of our own staff members who have served in the military.
Join us and take a moment to reflect on what it means to celebrate and honor our veterans on Veterans Day.
Veterans Day didn't start out as Veterans Day. It started out as Armistice Day, which was originally a holiday to honor the people who served in World War I.
I was in the service for 8 years, 2 enlistments. I was on 3 aircraft carriers, the Kitty Hawk, the Constellation, and the Carl Vinson. I was in Airedale. I was in squadrons for 4 years in the service, to where our pilots would fly planes, and we would just go back and forth to aircraft carriers in deployments. That's what we did.
My war was Vietnam, and back in the late 60s, early 70s. That's where I was.
It goes back to high school. I actually was in the junior ROTC program at Miami Coral Clark Senior High School. From there, I was nominated and got admitted to the United States Military Academy at West Point, where I was commissioned as a first lieutenant in the Military Intelligence Corps. By the time I was out of the Army, I was out as a captain. We did probably about 5 months in Iraq.
And now it's a day where we honor all veterans who served at any time, not just in wartime, but any time, and not just the ones who gave their lives in the war. We have another holiday for that. That's Memorial Day.
Some got home, some didn't, but all knew that there were chances that you wasn't coming home, and you was there to fight for your country and the freedoms that we have here in the United States of America.
For me personally, and a lot of service men and women, they kind of hone in on Veterans Day and Memorial Day. A lot of people tend to get those confused. We're a little bit touchy when it comes to Memorial Day. A lot of people will still be like, oh, thank you to the veterans. And Memorial Day, we know, honors those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. They're no longer with us. And so Veterans Day really is the day that we thank and honor those people that have served, that are still alive, and maybe have gone on to different fields. So
we don't usually get off of school. Some people don't be very excited about it, but since I am one, it's a big deal to me. It's a way of remembering, saying thank you to the veterans who served.
Well, the service affected my life in a lot of ways, but mostly it made me a man. It made me respect my country even more than what it did. And at the time, I needed that discipline, and I got that, and it changed my whole life in the service.
I was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam, and so we got a lot of exposure, particularly taking troops into landing zones, taking them out. That was the worst time. A lot of, for helicopter people, a lot of it was luck. Obviously, we had to fly. We couldn't shoot. We had to rely on our machine gun door gunners for that. And as I look back on it, I was lucky.
Veterans Day is so important to me because of all of the soldiers from all branches of the service.
So you never know. I never thought I'd deploy, and there were days out there in Iraq when some of those mortars are coming in, and you learn one of those things is that our comfort is so relative. You learn sleeping on a Humvee is more comfortable than sleeping on the ground, and then finally a cot is more comfortable. So a lot of people don't understand that even if those people have gotten out of the service, they really put a lot out there during the time that they were in.
Nowadays, when people go off to fight or they come home, there's a lot of celebrations and parades and welcomes, and that's a good thing. But Vietnam wasn't a popular war. And back then, when you came home, outside of your parents and your friends, most people didn't care how you came home. And that's why, even to this day, whenever you see two Vietnam veterans greet each other, we always do it the same way. We shake hands and we say, "Welcome home, my friend. Welcome home."